Hello there, Natalia here. How are you? Hoping you're having a good Sunday. Here is a sunny day, so beautiful. I went for my long run this morning. I ran 17 miles and it was a great run after a few months of not feeling really good. This run was very good, and I felt it was one of those runs that you feel like everything is flowing and your body is your friend, nothing hurts. Everything was so beautiful, and it was good to start my Sunday morning with a long run. Today I am super excited. I have been wanting to make this video for the longest time because it touches me so close. I am an avid reader. I eat books for breakfast. I love reading all my life. Since I was a little child, I have been reading. So this is my first time doing this. It's my favorite books of 2018 about running. I would say I started running in 2009. So I read the best classic running books on the first few years of running. So these are not my favorites forever running books. These are my 2018 favorite running books. I read about an average of 30 books a year, sometimes more, sometimes less, usually more. I read 99.9% non-fiction books. That's the kind of books I like and that I enjoy the best. So these 5 books, they were really hard to choose because there were so many good books that I read last year, but I chose the ones that I bought on paper because I read books like this. Usually I read them at night before I go to bed to disconnect, and I like to go to bed with good positive thoughts. So I wake up in the morning and I am all ready and to tackle my day. But I also lately I have been leaning more and more into listening audiobooks. So nowadays I am using Audible. Without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about my favorite books of 2018. Book number 1. The Brave Athlete, Calm the F Down and Rise to the Occasion. This by far has been the best book that I have read last year. I actually finished reading it on December 30th, so it barely made it to this list, but I did want to include it because it has so much value in it. It's an unbelievable book. It gives you the tools to hone your mind. It talks about all the things that go through our mind that can make our performance as athletes not as good as if our mind were really sharp and positive and in a good place. So it talks about a lot of things. For sure, it's a book that I have read once completely, and then I am reading chapters and I am working on them. You can see, look, it's all highlighted, and it talks about how to handle pressure, how to handle stress, how to balance your life with running, how to handle comparison, how to it's an unbelievable book. I really recommend this book. Now it's very it's very in-depth, so, and it has a lot of tools that you can use to make sure that you are in the right place. I cannot recommend this book more. So this is number 1. I'm gonna write the name of the book on the description box. Book number 2. It's How Bad You Want It. This is another book that will help you with the mindset of running, of performance. It's also really good. The good thing about this book is that you can read, you don't have to go chapter by chapter. You can just take a look at the beginning of the book and see what is the issue you are going through right now. And for example, you know, if you're choking on races, if your expectations are too high or too low, you can go chapter by chapter and working on different areas that you need to work to make you a better athlete. And the best part is that every chapter talks about a different athlete. So it gives you a very good example using an elite professional athlete story, the challenge that person was facing and how he overcame that obstacle and became the best on his or her field. So this is a really good book. The last chapter is the best. It talks about Prefontaine. If you are a runner, for sure you know who Prefontaine was. He was an extremely talented runner from Oregon, and he died very young, unfortunately, but he left a footprint, a huge footprint in our hearts. So yeah, this is a very good book also. It's a little bit more, it doesn't come with tools like this one, the first one, but I really like this book. I like it so much that I also got it on Audible. So I listened to it, I think I read it twice, and I listen to it when I'm running, just to remind me to be, you know, to keep my mindset in a good place. This is a great book too. So, number 3, it's called Let Your Mind Run, and it's written by the very talented and sweet Dina Castor. She holds the American record on the marathon, and she has been one of my running heroes for the longest time. I had a picture of her on my vision board for years, and she's such a sweet lady and very hardworking. And this is a memoir of her life as a runner. And what I did like about this book a lot is that she's not your typical underdog runner. You know, everybody loves an underdog runner, underdog story, you know, like the Rockies, like all these people that come out of the ashes from nowhere, they make a name of themselves and they succeed. Well, this lady, she actually had a pretty good life. She had very loving and supporting parents and a sibling, and she went to a good school, and her parents supported her 100% in her running, and but she still had obstacles to overcome, you know, and I love that. I really like that, because sometimes it seems like you have to, I don't know, that's my idea, maybe, you know, I don't know if you share it with me, but sometimes everything I read is about somebody that, you know, that came from a very dark place and walked himself or herself to the light. She was in a very lighted and you know, like very good space, and anyway she had to conquer a lot of monsters to become the best marathoner in our country. She's a phenomenal lady. This is a phenomenal book. I highly recommend it, even for the gentlemen's. I think everybody can benefit from this book. Love it. Book number 4, Reborn on the Run by Katra Corbett. This book I absolutely loved. I couldn't put it down. I started reading it. I bought it at the race. She was selling them at the race at the Javelina 100 in October 2018, and I started reading it right there and then, and I couldn't put it down. It was I think I read it in 2 days, and I ran 100 miler in the middle, so I didn't have much time to read, but it was such an interesting, very vulnerable, of your girl next door. She really is not an professional athlete. She's what you will call a regular Jane, and she went through a lot. She overcame addiction, eating disorders. She overcame abusive relationships, the death of family members. Oh my goodness, she overcame so much, and it's all in this little book. She talks about all her experiences, all her runs, her hikes. She has done so many hikes. She hiked the John Muir Trail, the Pacific Crest Trail. She has records on a ton of things, and she's a very sweet lady. I met her in 2014 at an ultra event in California, and I see her at different events that we cross paths, because she likes to race a lot. So she's usually on this area where I live. I am in southern Nevada, and she's in California. So, and I love seeing her every time. She's a lovely, lovely, lovely lady with so much to share. And this was a really, really good book, in the sense that it got my attention, and I recommend it too. Very, very good book. And number 5 will be this book, what I talk about when I talk about running. This is a memoir. It's a memoir, but I'm not sure. It's a mixture of memoir, real life, and also a little bit of fiction, I believe. This guy, he's a Japanese man. He is a master writer. He has a lot of books, none of them about running, but he happens to be a runner, so he was training for the New York City Marathon, and he decided to write about his experiences while he was running. So it's part memoir, it's part training log, and it's all things good philosophical thinking. Great book, very entertaining, inspiring, so inspiring and motivating. If you're feeling like you lost the spark and you want to ignite it, and this is a great book for that. It's very small, and this I enjoyed. This is like a precious stone. It's such a beautifully written book, and yeah, I really like this book. So that's it for today. Those are my 5 favorite books for 2018. I hope you enjoy them. I hope you find them interesting, and if you have read any of them, let me know in the comments below. And if you have any suggestions for books, running books, please come let me know, because I'm running out of books. I need more people writing books, because I read so much that I'm running out. So if you like this video, and if you want to do something really nice for me and for the channel, please subscribe and like this video, share it maybe on your social media, and comment below, tell me what you think. I love to hear from you guys. I'm so happy when I read your messages, and I really answer to all of them. So that is it for today. I hope you liked it, and let me know which one is your favorite book. Bye!